Hey there all, it's a good day. You're going to get 2 videos in one day, so just thank your lucky stars. Here I am again. Okay, so anyways, I'm listening to a song tonight, and I'm sure that many people know it. It's called Proof of Your Love, and the Spirit really spoke to me about something, and I really want to just put this out there. In the song, it goes through this verse: though I speak with tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I have become sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries of knowledge, and though I have faith so I can say, remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. Something really stirred in my soul with this verse, and I just want to talk about it for a minute, because this is a argument I have made from the beginning of walking in Torah. Christians will insist that we only have to love our neighbors as we love ourselves and love God. And my contention with that problem is that love looks differently to everybody else. And you need not look further than a YouTube comment thread or a friend's Facebook to see that this is the case. Love looks differently to everybody. I have people who think that they're showing love by, bombarding people with pagan images, and I have people who think that they are loving others by making sure that they know what the truth is. I have people who just want to love on people, just flat out just love on people. They're encouragers, they're uplifting. So everybody has a different idea of what love looks like. Okay, so everybody, and in fact, every time I've ever had a problem with something that somebody says, they'll inevitably always come back with, well, is it loving to not warn my neighbor when I see him in peril? I don't think that that's necessarily what it is. And then a lot of people like to say, well, that's just my personality, or that's just my delivery. Well, guess what? You don't get to have a personality or a delivery anymore. Okay, because you're representing the Most High God. So now, this is what we have to do. We have to go back and we have to filter everything through what God thinks love looks like. Okay, so if you're a person who is constantly being attacked because you're too harsh, too brash, too honest, whatever the case may be, then maybe you need to check what you're doing to the Torah. Maybe you need to go back and look and see if you're actually doing what God wants you to do. Sometimes it's not necessarily what we say or how we say it. And I get people all the time that will say, well, that's just my personality. That's how I come across to people. Well, once again, if you were representing your own deal, then that would be one thing. But you say you're representing God, so therefore you need to come across in a godly manner. And if you're beating people down or tearing them apart, then you're not coming across in a godly manner. You have to come across with love and encouragement in everything that you do and everything that you say. And if you're not doing that, then you need to go back and check the Torah, because this is exactly why we have the Torah, because that's my big contention, is when you tell me, well, all I'm called to do is love my neighbor as I love myself. Well, how can you expect this person who grew up in a great home, who was always encouraged and validated by their parents, who was never abused, who was never sexually abused, who, waited till they were married to have sex, whatever the case may be, they had a great life, they were perfect. That person is going to love way differently than this person over here who was maybe a drug addict, who maybe had sold her body for sex to get drugs. Maybe she was abused by her father. Maybe she was molested by her brother. How can you expect this person to love the same way this person does? You cannot. You cannot. And the only way that we know that we can love each other properly is if we're knowing the commandments of God and we're practicing them, if we're walking in them, what does it say? It says, how do we know that we love the children of God? If we walk in his commandments. That's what the book says. So my whole contention is, love looks differently to everybody, but how does it look to him? That's what we need to get right with. That's what we need to figure out, and that's what we need to walk in. Because if we're not doing that, then you're just a resounding gong. Okay? You're just a clanging cymbal. And that's why you get frustrated, because nobody will listen to you. Because when you're presenting your message not in love, your message is repugnant. And it doesn't matter how much we know the gospel is love. If you're bringing the gospel with a bunch of extra baggage, you're not doing it right. Anyways, I just wanted to put that out there. Tell me your thoughts down below. Love you all. Shalom.